All right, we are back with another exciting video. We're going to go ahead and paint this mouse lure, rat lure. Pretty cool. Got it from Lure Build. Comes with this little build that snaps in. And once you're all done, you just put it's a wake rat. And it also comes with this tail. It's got a hole in it and a cording hole in the back of the bait. You just use this toothpick, shove it in the back, and it holds it in place. We're gonna start out by painting, base coating it in white. We are going to use the golden titanium white. Okay. We've already gone ahead and put some UVLS gloss clear 4050 in it. We reduced it with some 4011 reducer. I actually started using this little dropper bottle, just labeled it so I know what it is. That way I'm not putting too much or too little of the 4011. I can control it a little better. The reason why we put that UVLS gloss in there is to get this, we want this base coat to stick very, very well. We don't want it to scratch off when we're making the fur. So some of the other colors that we'll be using is carbon black, transparent gray, and we're going to use this Createx fluorescent magenta. It's like a pink. Obviously we're going to be using that in here, a little bit on the nose, and on the foot pads. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get the white base coat on. I've already got that mixed up. We'll go ahead and get that on there. I'm gonna get in here good first. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that 8 set and put a couple more coats on, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. For the first color, we're gonna use this Createx transparent medium gray. It's the only gray I got, so that's what we're gonna use. This is gonna be a grayish color mouse, so Got that in the gun. I did not reduce it at all. But we're going to use, I got some of these erasing type pens from Hobby Lobby. It's got like these silicone tips to the end of them. I've never done this technique. Never painted a mouse. Never painted fur. So we're going to try it out and see how it works. If not, I've got a technique that we're going to use with an X-Acto knife. And we're going to scrape it to make it look like fur. But I'd rather try to do this erasing technique first. So we'll go ahead and get some on here. Now I want to start out with this hump area here first. His back hip, I should say. You want to do it in sections. That I do know. You don't want to do it too much, because then you can't erase it once it dries. So let's see how this goes. Ooh. Okay. It can be thick on there. This is the thin silicone one, so not sure. Looks like it works. It just gotta, so I'm gonna leave that alone and start moving on. It feels like you gotta be real light with this thing. You can't, if you dig too hard, you get too thick. So, but we'll go ahead and move on here. I'm just gonna work my way around the bait. So go ahead and get this on here. Alright. Go ahead and, very hard because I need something to brace my hand on so I can might be a little better if I dry it a little bit with air. Let's try that. Okay. Just get it a little dry. Not very shaky too. Just what a cup of coffee and a Red Bull do. Alright. Sorry about that. Keep going here. Okay. I'll go ahead and paint some more on this. Oops. Paint some more on this. Looks like I got some dry tip here. ahead and do this hip here. I'll get a little bit in here. Go ahead and try it with some air a little bit here. We're also going to put some black in here too. I got a couple other techniques that we're going to use with this. I didn't think I was going to have to use all of them, but I definitely might. But we'll go ahead and see. We'll just keep going. See how this turns out. See, once it gets too dry, you can't do that erasing technique. It's fine. I got other things going that I'm gonna do, so looks like we're on there. We'll go ahead and get to the front of the bait, so we'll start doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my dry tip taken care of. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, I know why. I'm running out. Okay. Get some more paint in the gun. There we go. Okay. Alright. A little bit of air, not too much. Okay. Looking alright so far. It's coming out alright. Like I said, I got some other techniques that we're gonna use here, so okay. Dry it a little bit. We'll put a little air on it. I don't want too wet. I've been noticing when it's too wet, it just kind of smears it. Okay. We'll get this side. Okay. Okay, looking good. I think we're good to go there. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this heat set, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to use a little bit of that scratching technique. Then go ahead and change out my, if I've got any, change out my X-Acto knife blade. I'm pretty sure I got one left. Okay, I do. I've got exactly one left. Go ahead and get that in there. Alright, so now it's dry. It's harder to, get some of that off, but I can add some finer lines, and that white will show through to look like the fur, especially in areas that I wasn't able to get before. If you guys can see that. That's kind of coming out good. I like it. I like it. They're real fine scratches, so it really adds another layer of detail to it. Looks good. It's looking real good. I think I want to add a little bit more paint up here. Tie it off a little bit. Okay. It's coming out good so far. I'm really liking it. Okay. Looks good. Alright, so now I want to add some in here. Okay. Dry that off a little bit. Go back to the eraser silicone brush thing. I'm gonna add a lot of these in there, just a few. Go back to this. Okay. We'll get this side. Okay. 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 Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and get all that heat set, and we'll be right back. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and use this Createx Pearlized Black, and we're going to use this fan brush that I got. What we're going to do is add some of that over the top of it. I don't want to add a lot of it, but I do want to add some. Alright, so alright. Add some to the back. It's getting a little wet. I'm going to go ahead and dry this off. Alright, since it got a little wet on there, I'm going to go ahead and do some scratching in here. Kind of take some of it off so it doesn't look so wet. Okay. Okay, we're gonna keep going here. Kind of hard to see it come out, but it's coming out. But we're not done yet with the dark color, so we're going to go to black next. Let me go ahead and get this brush cleaned up. Okay, it's all nice and cleaned up. Get it all dry. Okay. And we'll get the gun cleaned out and we'll get to the next color. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and use the golden black, carbon black. We're going to go ahead and use that with the brush again. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on here. A little bit goes a long ways. Okay. Okay. A little bit over here. Okay. Looking pretty good. Just slowly but surely, I'm just gonna add it in here. You know. Okay. Looking pretty good. Alright. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the gun cleaned out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and darken in the eyes here a little bit. I'm going to darken in the nose. Okay. Darken in the nose a little bit. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Alright, so we're going to move on to a new, another color. We'll go ahead and get that gun cleaned out and we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to go back and add some golden titanium white. And I'm going to add that to the ear, just inside the ear here. So, be careful. Okay, that's good. I'll go ahead and add some to this ear. I went back to my Neo for a Iwata gun. My clips is acting up. I think it's the not the tip, but the piece that screws on that the needle goes through. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry and we'll be right back. Alright, so actually I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add white to these feet. Okay. Just gonna add a little bit of white to the feet. Okay. It's trying to spit on me. Wipe that off. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and heat set that and we'll be right back. Alright, so next we're going to use this Createx Fluorescent Magenta. It's basically pink. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the ear. I don't want to take all the white. I'll leave some of that white in there. Okay. Okay. And then I did add white to the nose, so I do want to pinken up the nose a little bit. Okay. Looks good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get that pink cleared out of there. I'm still going to use pink, but I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to use that on the feet, but we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. I'm going to go ahead and I've added some that pink to a little water bottle cap, and I've got this needle, brush, real fine tip brush that I'm going to use to put the pink on the feet. It's really nice because it's got all the sizes on it, but I got a whole pack of them from Hobby Lobby. They're all different sizes. So we'll go ahead and get that on here. Just knew it was going to be hard to airbrush these little feet on here, so figured I'd go ahead and brush it on. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and get the front. If I can see it. Okay. Looks good. Go ahead and get the other side. Okay. Okay. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. Gotta admit. All right, not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in. They got these little holders on them, so keep the brushes nice. Go ahead and get that back in here. We're gonna go ahead and get that heat set, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. We're gonna go ahead and put some eyes on here. Put some super glue, and we're just gonna put some black eyes on there. Okay. All right. Do the other side. Okay. Ooh. Didn't realize I pulled two. Okay. Get that eye in there. All right, we're gonna let those eyes dry, and we'll be back with the next step. All right, so for the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and glue in the bill to it. I mean, it kind of snaps in too, but the bill goes in. It just pushes in. All right, that's it. There's the bill. I got the bill on there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and clear coat it, let it dry. I'm going to probably put a bunch of coats on there, and then we'll go ahead and put the tail in there and see what she looks like. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and we're all done. I just want to thank you guys for coming along. If you like what you see, please leave a comment below. And I think we did a pretty good job. Couple things I probably could do a little better next time, but I think it came out pretty good. So thanks for coming along, and we'll catch you next time.